Most players think the games starting with knight to f3 lead to quiet positional chess. But today, I'm going to show you how to turn it into a tactical bloodbath with the reversed Blumenfeld Gambit. Black won't know what hit them. We start by developing our knight to f3, keeping our options open. Black, expecting a slow game, pushes their d-pawn to d5. Now we spring the trap. We offer our c-pawn with c4, luring their pawn further forward. When they push to d4, we strike back with e3, undermining their center. Black usually responds by pushing their c-pawn to c5, trying to hold their center. But we're already one step ahead. We launch our b-pawn to b4, sacrificing a pawn to open lines and disrupt their structure. Black often tries to stabilize with b6, preparing to fianchetto their bishop, but we're not playing by their rules. Our knight leaps forward to e5, planting itself on a monstrous outpost. Their bishop develops to b7, but we immediately disrupt their coordination with a brutal queen check to a4. Now Black is forced to block with their knight to d7, a clumsy square that only makes their position worse. We take their c-pawn with our b-pawn, opening the b-file. When they recapture, we eliminate their d-pawn with our e-pawn. Black recapture, and we push our c-pawn. Black tries to defend by bringing their queen to c7, but we push f4. Now their pieces are tripping over each other, while ours are dominating the board. Black lashes out with f6, trying to kick our knight. But we're ready. We take the knight on d7. Here Black can't take the knight with queen because bishop b5 loses the queen, so they play bishop to c6 and our queen swoops in to take their d-pawn. The queens come off, but we're left with a winning endgame. Our pawn on c5 chokes their position. Their king is stranded in the center. So your opponent just grabbed your e-pawn in the reversed Blumenfeld. Perfect. They've fallen right into your trap. Let me show you how to turn their greed into a winning advantage. You recapture with your f-pawn, opening the f-file for your rook. When they snatch your b-pawn, you strike back in the center with your d-pawn, claiming massive space. Their extra pawn on b4 is now more of a liability than an asset. Black tries to stabilize by pushing their e-pawn, but you're already developing your bishop to target their kingside. Their knight comes out, but you develop your other bishop. This one's pointing straight at their kingside. Black develops their bishop to e7, getting ready to castle. Here we castle. Black castles too, then we push the e-pawn forward in one powerful move. Black develops their other knight to c6, and we smash through the center with your e-pawn, blowing the position wide open. Black's knight jumps to d7, and we push d5. Black is forced to take, and when you recapture, their position starts collapsing. They give a check with bishop to c5. We just move the king to h1. Now their knight gets stranded on the edge of the board with nowhere safe to go. We line our queen with our bishop. Black tries to defend by pushing their h-pawn, but it's too late. You finish up developing with knight to d2, and your rooks are ready to invade. No matter what Black does now, they're losing material. Save the knight? You take the bishop. Save the bishop, you win the knight. This is the power of proper gambit play. When Black tries to fight back with knight to c6, we punish them with precise tactical play. Let's break down this winning line move by move. We immediately attack it with b5, forcing it to retreat to the awkward a5 square. We take their d-pawn with our e-pawn, and they recapture with their c-pawn. Our bishop develops to b2, eyeing their kingside. Their bishop pins our knight with bishop g4, but we calmly defend with d3. Black pushes their e-pawn, trying to control the center, but we develop our bishop to e2. When they check us with their bishop, we block with our knight. They take our knight with their bishop, but we recapture with our bishop, maintaining the tension. Black develops their knight to f6, and we castle. Black castles too, then we bring our knight to e4, putting pressure on their position. They bring out their rook, but we trade knights, forcing their queen to recapture. Our queen jumps to a4, attacking their stranded bishop. When their queen moves to defend, we push their bishop with a 3, forcing it to move. Their bishop moves to d2, and we attack immediately with our rook. They defend it with queen to h6. Here we drop our bishop to c1, they take it, and we take their knight. Black is completely lost here. Their pieces are scattered, and we're dominating every square. Want to master more shocking gambits like this? Check out my Chess Opening Guides playlist for more openings to crush your opponents. Don't forget to subscribe for daily chess content.